My name is Yusuf Bodufade, the founder of Agora Farms. Have you ever heard of modern beekeeping before? Do you know that if you have just 10 hives, you can earn up to 2.4 million naira in a year? But we have to teach you what are the things you have to put in your bee farm. Do you know that we have about 10 million colonies cutting across the savanna and the forest regions of the country? But just a paltry amount of 5,000 to 10,000 of these colonies have only, been domesticated. So we have very few beekeepers in Nigeria. Hence, we are calling for a training where we want a lot of people to be beekeepers, a lot of people to start keeping bees. Do you also know that the consumption of honey, out of all the consumption of honey in the country, only 3% are being produced from the country. The remaining about 97% of the consumption, annual consumption of honey in Nigeria are always being imported. Then that now, that now leads me to what actually is the impetus for me to start thinking of organizing an online training that is replete with practical trainings. There are two reasons. The first one is that sometimes about 2 months ago, a woman called me and she said she would like me to to supplying her 2 tons of honey every week. I said, "Ma, did you say every year?" She said, "No, every week." I said, "If all the beekeepers in Nigeria come together, they can't even supply 2 tons every month, not to talk of every week." So this I thought over it and I felt we still have a long way to go in Nigeria. So hence we need more people to also be beekeepers to join us because there's a real ready demand for honey and other byproducts of beekeeping. The second reason why I'm thinking or why I thought of organizing an online training for people is because for the past few weeks now, people have been disturbing me from across the country, from Abakaliki to Akure to Jalingo. People have been saying they needed an intensive training. So I thought over it and I felt, okay, maybe we should just organize an online training that will be replete and fully packed with practical things, and there will also be some other added benefits. Now, what are the benefits that the participants are likely to get from this training? There are about five of them. The first one is that if anybody registers for this program, for this online training, the person is going to be given free ebook. The person will benefit a free practical video training that is right from the uh, um, hive installation on the farm till processing, till harvesting and process. Everything will be covered in that video. There's also going to be a free business plan. When I say a free business proposal will be given to each participant, and this will be individualistic. This will be customized for each participant in the sense that each participant, if a particular participant says, "Ah, I only need a business plan for 10 hives," we design for 10 hives. If a participant says, "I need 400 hives, 150 hives," as the case may be, we customize it for each participant. And you know that even the cost of business plan alone, standard business plan that I want to give out is the minimum of 50,000 naira. And we're also going to give, as part of the packages, will also be what we call the bee catch. The bee catch is like a swarm layer, like a swarm attractant to attract the bees into the hive, especially a new hive. So we have, and each of these is sold, for 5,000 naira. So we are giving like 10,000 naira to this participant. It's our own way of getting back to the society. We have learned a lot from this over the years. We have made our own mistakes too. We have learned a lot. We have done our own personal researches and we have come up with so many things. And we know there are so many potential in modern beekeeping in Nigeria. And so we felt like we have to encourage a lot of people to come into this. But how much are you going to pay for this training? There's also going to be one-to-one mentorship. so that we all, I mean, through anytime you need our mentorship, we'll always be there for you. Anytime. There is not a, it's not a one-off thing. So we the cost is just 20,000 naira. But if any participants or intended participants can pay between now and 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, the 10th of August, you can give it out for 15,000 naira. But anything after that, like 12 a.m. Monday, 11 till on Friday, when the training is starting on Friday, which is 7 15, 15, 16, 17. That's going to be three. It's a 3-day intensive training online. So if you need more details, you see it on the attached flyer, and you can just start registering, and so that we can keep going. Thanks so much. We meet you in class.